It's up.
Okay.
It's going to be hard with this. I think we're better off to take it out of this. How do we get out of here?
You got to screw it around. You're just going to hold it now?
Yeah. I don't know how to get rid of that locked rotation thing. I think we're going to have to hold it. I want to welcome everybody to the 2018 Nike Tournament of Champions. We're broadcasting live from the Kroc Center at Salvation Army Building in Phoenix, Arizona. Today's matchup features the Fremont Lady Tigers against the Florida Prep Falcons. Golladay with the drive and the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot a pair. We apologize for a little bit of technical difficulty. It might be a little shaky, but we'll try to continue to bring you the video. They kind of have us in a weird location for this today. Sydney connects on her first, so it's 2-1 Falcons. Sydney connects on the second, 2-2. Tigers go to a full court press. And we got them tied up. Florida Prep is a prep school located in Melbourne, Florida. They primarily play tournament-only games, so their record of 6-3 is not really indicative of how good or bad they are. They go to a lot of invite-only tournaments. They just completed a tournament last weekend, and they'll be heading to one right after Christmas, right after the holidays. Four to 2 Falcons. The Falcons put on a little full court trap. Looks like Tessa Chicoine with a foul. And Madi Moore comes in for Jaylee Cone. Tessa with the rebound, bringing the ball down the court. McCabe with a nice steal, and she got fouled on the layup, so she'll go to the line for a pair. With about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, it's Falcons 4, Tigers 2. I want to welcome some friends that are viewing it from Florida Prep down in Florida, Melbourne, Florida. We let their coaches know that we'd be broadcasting the game live, so they tuned in. Tigers control the rebound. McCabe connects for the three ball. Score now is 5-4 Tigers. About 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Good steal by the Tigers. Kicked it ahead to McCabe. Emma Shepard connects for two. Score now is 7-4 Tigers. 3:33 to go in the first quarter. Air ball will come over to the Tigers. Looks like we have all five coming off the floor. Into the game now is Macy Bryant, Bella Keaton, Sarah Shepard, Lexi Glosser, and Maya Larson. The Tigers have four freshmen on the floor currently. And we got a foul at midcourt by Florida Prep. Got Vernon Golladay alongside me today. He'll offer a little bit of color commentary. We're just getting started.
I don't know for sure if they can hear me on that, Mark. Really, we're a little bit snug here tonight.
It is a little tight. Bella working the ball around top. Bella with the three ball. Good rebound by Sarah Shepard. Ball went out of bounds. We'll turn it over to the Falcons. So 7-4. Tigers lead. 2:55 to go in the first. Continue with the full court pressure. Has given the Falcons a little bit of trouble. Oh. Kind of an aggressive foul there by Maya Larson, but she was trying to cut off the break. We do apologize for having to broadcast from the corner, but it's kind of what we're dealing with here. Rebound controlled by Macy Bryant. Here comes Macy down the court. Kicks it over to Larson. Shepard connects for 3. Score now 10-4. Tigers on top. Got 2:05 to go in the first quarter. Verne is quite an advantage if we can play 10 players, or 12 players really. We've had 12 in the game so far, with Charli Earth coming in for Lexi Glosser.
I think we have a lot of kids that can play fast and do a good job of getting up and down the floor and can defend. So that definitely helps. I worried they're linked when we first got here, and we've really negated that a little bit with our press and done a better job.
Unfortunately, our camera view doesn't show the length, but they have a 6'4", a couple 6'3", and a 6'2", and our tallest player at any given point on the court is about 5'10". It's like Maya Larson picks up her second foul. So with 1:31 to go, it's Tigers 10, Falcons 4.
Definitely a skilled group of kids from Florida Prep.
Ball's controlled by the Tigers. Macy Bryant kicks it ahead to Shepard, and she converts on the 2 points. So it's 12-4 now. Tigers, 1:07 to go in the first quarter.
Sarah's come in and given us a couple big baskets to start this game.
Gave us a little spark with the 3 ball, and then Macy did a great job of finding her on the fast break. Ball controlled by Sydney Golladay. Falcons convert on the fast break. 12-6, Tigers. 36 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wow, they left Sydney wide open for a layup. That was great. Sydney saw the opening and took it.
Maybe the easiest basket she's had this year.
Maybe the easiest basket since about 4th grade for her. Got a foul up top by Sarah Shepard. So it's 14-6, 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. I want to welcome everybody at home. I don't know what the weather's like back home, probably mid-40s or 50s, and we're at about 74 right now. I think the high today is about 76. It's like a little miscommunication there on the coverage. 14-8, 6 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Tigers got one off just before the buzzer. It was a good attempt. So the score right now is 14-8 at the end of the first quarter. Lady Tigers are ahead. We played all 12 girls in the first quarter, so that's great. We should have a lot of fresh legs, and that's important in these 4 days in a row tournaments.
It was a good first quarter for the kids coming out. I think 14 points was solid. We had a hard time scoring the first couple minutes. It really came on. Had a couple girls off the bench that did a really nice job of putting the ball in the basket.
You know, Vernon, this trip is really made possible by the efforts of a lot of people, and we obviously thank Coach Flynn and his coaching staff. We thank Heidi Moran and Scott Anderson, our athletic director team. Heidi does a lot of the legwork on that, but we also have some sponsors for the trip as well. This year, our sponsors are Inspro Insurance in Fremont, Don Peterson and Associate Real Estate in Fremont, Mike Stuklik Insurance out of Lincoln, D.A. Davison Financial Services out of Omaha, Eeks Office out of Columbus, and First State Bank in Fremont. We really appreciate all of their help and their sponsorship for the event. We'll talk a little bit more about some of the other fundraising that we've done this year so that we can make this trip possible. Here we begin second quarter action. Again, Tigers are up 14-8. Tigers control the rebound. Tessa Chicoine with a big rebound there.
It's a really great opportunity for high school kids to get to come and do something like this for 4 days, 5 days in Arizona.
This is the Tigers' fourth trip to the Nike Tournament of Champions. It is an invitation tournament. It's Emma Shepard with the 2-ball. Nice drive and finished with the layup. So 16-8, 7:24. As I was saying, 4 years ago we came and played in the Nike Tournament of Champions, and we've been back ever since. It's been a great experience for our kids. Falcons converted 16-10, 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first quarter.
I don't see Florida Prep going away anytime soon. They're doing a lot of nice things.
Got a foul up top on the Falcons. As I mentioned before, the Falcons are primarily a tournament team. They're a prep school located in Melbourne, Florida. Talking with their coach, they finished up a tournament last weekend and last week in Washington, D.C., and came immediately here. So they've been on the road for about a week and a half.
Emma should have just turned around and shot that ball. She was right open. She was open right under the basket.
Emma Shepard with a long 3-ball.
But what do I know? Because maybe it's better just to have 3 instead of 2 anyway. So
I think you take the easy one when you got it. But 19-10, Tigers are ahead. 6:21 to go in the first quarter. Want to give a little shout out to some of our loyal fans back in Fremont. I know Jeff Rump is watching over at the Transportation Department. I know it's probably his lunch break and he's spending it watching the Lady Tigers. Merritt Nelson over at Midland University is watching the game today. We'll talk a little bit more during the break, a little bit about our relationship with Midland and how we continue to strengthen that.
I think our girls have done a really good job. Tessa, Emma, really rebounding the ball against a taller, longer team to start this game.
They've done a good job of playing position basketball, which is what it's really about. Falcons convert on a 3-ball there. It's 19-13 now. 5:30 to go in the second quarter. Tessa Chicoine with a close one there. Timeout, Lady Falcons. So with 5:22 to go, it's Lady Tigers 19 and Lady Falcons 13. I think we have the rest of the Shepard family watching at various locations. I know Jess is watching over at Notre Dame. They have a big matchup tonight with Western Kentucky. Clayton must be doing something at school today besides watching basketball. I think they probably have finals this week. And then Taylor's watching as well from West Point.
You left out Sam somewhere, so don't forget her.
Can't forget Sam. I'm sure Sam and Rocky are sitting side by side watching this game. Maybe Bella, or maybe Abby Keaton's watching with them. So here we go after the timeout. It's 19-13, 5:22 to go in the second. Lady Tigers on top. Tigers are doing a great job of controlling the inside game of Florida Prep.
Florida Prep's just running that flex cut off the baseline and really had some looks. We've done a good job of switching and making that difficult for them. That's all that is flex.
Long 3 by Florida Prep brings the score to within 3. 19-16 Lady Tigers. 4:45 to go in the second quarter. Taylor McCabe converts on a baseline 2. So 21-16 now, Lady Tigers on top. 4:30 to go. Nice steal. Tigers on the run. Nice pass by Sydney Golladay. Big rebound by Macy Bryant, and she converted for 2. So 23-16. I apologize, I kind of missed that. I think I was just watching the game instead of filming it. Another 3 ball.
That's number 2's third 3 in a row.
Number 2's heating up. 23-19 right now. Tigers still on top. 3:50 to go in second quarter. Like there's a little bit of contact there, but if our experience tells us anything at Nike Tournament Champions, contact doesn't necessarily translate into a foul. Taylor McCabe with another 3.
It's a great pass from Macy Bryant on the kick out there. Seeing the opposite floor. Did a really good job of seeing Taylor on the backside.
26-19, Tigers on top with 3:15 to go in the second quarter. Here come the Lady Tigers. Another steal, looking to run with it. Got Taylor in the corner. Like a good shot. A lot of pressure on the ball. Tigers tie him up.
Well, they called the timeout.
Oh, they got a timeout first.
2:35. We've really done a good job of showing the good energy with our kids and really getting after them.
So it's 26-19, Lady Tigers on top. 2:35 to go in the second. Looks like Coach Flynn has 5 fresh faces coming into the game. So he continues to use all 12 players. And I think that's going to really pay its dividends down the road. Not only in this game, but as we look at the games tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
The coach definitely has confidence in all the kids he brought down here to be in the game and make a good contribution to what's going on.
Over and back is the call, so the ball gets turned over to the Tigers. In the game now, we have Bella Keaton, Sarah Shepard, Lexi Glosser, Charli Earth, and Jaylee Cohn. Charli Earth, a close shot. Jaylee came up with the rebound. Jaylee Cohn with a nice drive and conversion for 2. Score now is Tigers 28, Lady Falcons 19. 9-point advantage. It'd be great if we could get to a double-digit advantage before half.
That's just a little bit. That'd be really good right
there. Tigers on the break. Ball remains Lady Tigers possession.
I wasn't sure who they were going to give that to for a second. A lot of bodies on the floor.
Too close to call. Tigers with a nice inbounds play. Oh, just off the rim. That looked good, Vern, but came off front of the rim. Maybe a little hard.
We have
got a foul on the other end by Alexe Glosser. So the Falcons will go to line. Minute 13 to go. Tigers with the 9-point advantage.
We have missed some shots that we would normally make. It's been some close-up shots that would have really helped spread this out a little bit.
Falcons connect on the first, so it's 28-20, minute 13 to go in the first half. Tigers control the rebound on the miss. And here come the Lady Tigers. Very good. Shepard with the kick ahead to Charli Earth. Charli Earth converts for the 2. Got about 50 seconds to go. Tigers with a 10-point advantage. Tigers are putting a little pressure on them themselves. Doing a great job of help defense. Really Charli Earth controls the rebound. Here she comes. And she gets fouled. Charli will go to the line for a pair. We got 15.8 seconds to go. Score, Lady Tigers 30. And the Lady Falcons 20.
I brought this up earlier, but I think we've done a really, really good job on the board, especially on the D boards when they've taken some shots up. So.
Charli connects on the first, 31-20. Looks like we have 4 new faces coming back into the ballgame, back to our starters. And Macy Bryant waiting at the table to come in for Charli if Charli converts on this. And she does. So now in the game we have Emma Shepard, Taylor McCabe, Tessa Chicoine, Macy Bryant, and Sydney Golladay. Down to 14 seconds, 32-20. Tigers are ahead. If they could keep them from scoring here, Vern, it would be huge. Oh, we forced the turnover. Great job. That was a combination of pressure up top by Sydney Golladay, and then Taylor McCabe put a little pressure on the ball. So now we have 5 seconds to go. Emma Shepard's inbounding to Sydney. Sydney Golladay. Oh, we got steal. And a miss. Sometimes Vernon thinks out loud as he's watching the game unfold before our eyes.
Didn't go very well.
That's right. He thought that was his internal voice, and it became his external. So 32-20, end of the first half. We have quite a few parents that made the trip, and we really appreciate that. And one of those parents is one of our supporters, Audie Keaton. Audie, you want to say hello to the crowd back home?
Howdy.
All right. What do you think about this tournament so far? This isn't your first rodeo. I think you came here with your older daughter, Gabby, a couple years ago.
I tell you what, a lot of physical play, a lot of excitement here, and a first-class venue. And treat the players right, treat the families right, and just glad to be a part of it.
Very good. So as we talked about a little bit earlier, Vernon, this trip is made possible through the efforts of many. And we did a number of different things this year with fundraising, maybe a little bit different than we've done in the past. Sent out some letters for support for the various aspects of the game, including the video that you're watching on today, but also transportation, meals, a lot of different things. So we really do appreciate our sponsors, and we appreciate their efforts. As I mentioned before, those include Inspro Insurance in Fremont. Randy Eichmeyer and the crew over there just do a great job of supporting Tiger Athletics, as well as all athletics within our community. Archbishop Bergen, also Midland University. Don Peterson Associates, your real estate experts in Fremont. This is the 4th year in a row that they've helped get the Lady Tigers down to Phoenix for the Nike Tournament of Champions. Mike Stuklik Insurance out of Lincoln. Again, Mike's supported us the last 2 years. D.A. Davison Financial out of Omaha, a company that the district works with on bonds and, kind of monitoring our finances. Eek's office out of Columbus. again, a great supporter of Fremont High School athletics and Fremont High School, and then also First State Bank. And can't say enough about First State Bank. You know, a year ago we were talking about all the great improvements we made to the auditorium, and First State Bank was the lead donor on that project, and we really appreciated that. So without those donors, this trip really would not be possible.
I think our kids are, I mean, it's hard to explain just how fortunate these kids that make this trip are, because they don't have to pay any out of pocket. They do a lot of fundraising themselves, but even with that, it's really nice that people are out there supporting the Tigers and giving these girls a chance to come and have an experience like this.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. The other thing we did this year that was kind of a little bit different is the parent group got together and they looked at some different ways to raise some funds for the trip, but also raise some funds for Tiger athletics and Tiger girls basketball in general. And so they did sell kind of a best seat in the house, best parking place in the house. And so a couple of winners of those spots, it was a live auction that we did online. Audie and Lori Keaton. Let's see, Dan and Heidi Moran. The McCabes. And also the Bryants, Lindsay Moran Bryant, also paid for one of those spots. So that was a big help, and that was a fundraising effort that worked out really, really well. Just want to give a little shout out today to a couple of people that are home today. Taylor and Abby Anderson. They're homesick from school today. They're watching it on the YouTube channel. And so if you know anybody else we need to shout out, just let us know and we'll try to get that in. As we mentioned earlier, the score right now is 32-20. Lady Tigers on top with about 4 minutes to go yet in the halftime. Did want to mention Vernon, I mentioned just briefly, Merritt Nelson, I know, is watching it from his office over at Midland, unless he's in a duck blind today. But I wanted to mention our relationship with Midland University, and it just continues to get stronger. This fall, when Merritt took over his new position and he was working with President Horner in looking to grow their enrollment base, something became very apparent to Merritt when he started looking at the zip codes and where the students come from that attend Midland University. And he said, Mark, it's kind of interesting. We have not intently recruited Fremont and the 68025 area code. And so we went through a process of identifying some options and what might be able to add to our the number of kids at Fremont that would be eligible or available to maybe attend Midland. And Midland went after them, I would say, pretty much full force. And so now we have an automatic scholarship that's available for every high school graduate from Fremont High School, also from Archbishop Bergen. We have the Tiger to Warrior Scholarship. And it really gives kids and parents some certainty about what their future can hold as far as their college experience and the opportunity that's available through Midland University. There are going to be some opportunities yet this year where they'll come on our campus, meet with kids and meet with parents, talk a little bit about some of the majors that they offer, some of the activities that they offer, sports that they offer, and talk about that automatic scholarship. And the scholarship is weighted pretty heavily based on your ACT score and your GPA. And the great thing about it is it's guaranteed for 4 years. You couple that with Midland's 4-year graduation guarantee, and basically you can acquire quite a bit of your tuition by just graduating from Fremont High School and getting good grades while you're there.
Right, and there's a lot of benefits for being able to be, close to home, close to your mom and dad with that support group, and some other things financially that the parents would absolutely recognize too, that make it really nice that Midland is interested in having Fremont and Bergen kids in their university.
Absolutely. I think we're going to relocate for the second half so that we can show the offensive end of the court. So bear with us for a minute. It's going to be a little bumpy as we make our way around. We're on a walking track around the top of the Kroc Center. But we'll work our way around and we'll be back with you momentarily.
We're going to the other side?
Before we start the second half, we'll just kind of wave at our Fremont fans that have made the trip down to Phoenix. You can see a number of them waving at us now. There you go. All right, we're getting ready to start the second half. Lady Tigers are up 32-20. And it's Tiger ball to begin the second half. Back to our starters. Tigers continue with the pressure, and it's working. Falcons with the tie-up. Macy Chicoine checks into the ball game. Or, I'm sorry, Macy Bryant checks into the ball game for Tessa Chicoine. Looks like the Falcons are going to try to use their height as an advantage. Number 22 is 6'4". That foul might have been on Shepard. First free throw is good. 32-21, 7:14 to go in the third period. Falcons again stepped up their pressure. 32-24, Tiger advantage. Macy Bryant, the foul. That's 6:44 to go in the third quarter.
A lot of air under that pass on that skip pass from Sydney, but it didn't quite get there fast enough. But
Macy will shoot a pair. Connects on the first. 33-24 Tigers. 6:44 to go in the third quarter. Macy connects on the second. So 34-24. Back to a 10-point ball game. Here comes the Lady Falcons. Again, they're looking to get the ball inside.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments they make.
So far, it looks like Vern are concentrating on trying to get the ball down low to their 6'4" center. Big block by Jaylee Cone on that one. So on the court for the Tigers right now, we have Jaylee Cone, we have Sydney Golladay, Shepard, Taylor McCabe, and Macy Bryant. Tigers doing a good job of really putting pressure on the ball. Traveling's the call. That was good defense.
I thought in the first half they hurt us more from the perimeter than they did inside. I'm not sure that I'm not okay with them trying to push it inside against us a little bit.
We've gone to a bit of a half-court trapping defense, and it's given the Tigers a little bit of trouble. 26-34. Tigers now advantage is down to 8. We have 5:50 to go in the third quarter. It's kind of a 1-2-2 trap. Good ball movement by the Tigers.
Great pass out by Macy. Just missed an open shot. Their half-court trap is really pressed out, and it's done a really good job of causing us some issues.
No, they're stretching the court for sure. Travel. Good move and a finish by the Lady Falcons. 28-34 now. The Tigers advance the ball.
I don't think she was out. I think we got a little better view than the official had from up here.
We did. If we could replay it, we'd definitely see it. Looks like Maya Larson and Maddie Moore are checking into the game, and there's a timeout on the court. 4:58 to go in the third. 6-point advantage, Lady Tigers. I'm sure Coach Flynn will have a plan for the Tigers coming out of this timeout and how they deal with the pressure that they're receiving right now.
Yeah, I think, and I'll be interested to see if Florida Prep can keep the same pressure or the same intensity for the whole quarter, because they've really come out and showed a lot of intensity to start.
And they really haven't played that many girls. They only have 9 on the team, it looks like, or here in Phoenix anyway, and I'm not sure they played more than 7 so far. Falcon basketball coming off the timeout. Falcons convert again. Nice pass. Good finish by Macy. She was in perfect position for that. A 3 ball there by their center, number 22. So the lead now is cut to 3. It's 36-33.
Good rotation, got the shot we wanted, just didn't go in the basket. Gave up something pretty easy.
Good finish there by Maya Larson. Tigers continue full court pressure. Score now is 38-33, 3 minutes to go. Excellent job by the Tigers in defending that this time. We have Sydney Golladay coming into the game and Tessa Chicoine. Looks like Maya Larson, they have turned an ankle.
I think it's lower leg for sure.
A little stoppage of play here. The Florida Prep girls are really a talented group of players. They're fairly young. They have some 8th graders as well as 7th graders on their team, and when you're in a prep school, some of that opportunity exists. As you know, Vernon, Nebraska School Activity Association 8th graders can't play at the high school level, but there are states where they do allow that.
Right. And every once in a while you'll see a Sports Center story and you'll hear about a 5-year career with somebody, and that's lots of times from a place like Florida where 8th graders, especially in the prep schools, will play 5 years.
They appear to be a really well-coached group of girls and very patient. Even though the Tigers have really put a lot of pressure on them, they're very patient with how they are responding to that pressure. Larson being helped off the court.
I think she twisted her ankle and
It's like the trainer will work on her a little bit. Jaylee back into the game. So we have Taylor McCabe, Sydney Golladay, Tessa Chicoine, Macy Bryant, and Jaylee currently on the court. Tigers with a 5-point lead. .241 to go in the third quarter. Tigers up by 5. Tessa Chicoine with the steal and the layup.
Nice little
Tigers lead stretched back to 7.
Nice little trap at half court. Like I said earlier, keeping this intensity the whole time is not an easy thing.
Good job by the Tigers there, tying the ball up. The Lady Tigers basketball after the tie-up. 2:10 to go in the third quarter, 40-37, advantage Lady Tigers. A little too quick on that step there for Tessa. So we turn the ball over. We got 1:50 to go. 40-33. Lady Tigers on top by 7. Third quarter.
Hopefully we've weathered the storm a little bit here.
Falcons convert on a 3 ball. Here come the Lady Tigers. The elusive double bounce pass by Sydney Golladay over to Taylor McCabe for the finish. Tigers up by 6.
Looks like Jaylee got through and got her hands on the ball. He said she got her arm and she went around. But really good effort from Jaylee on the backside of that pass.
Really good effort. Looks like Charli Earth's coming back into the game, as well as Emma Shepard. They're replacing Tessa Chicoine and Taylor McCabe. Falcons with the ball, 6-point advantage, Lady Tigers. You know, their trap gave us a little trouble coming out of the half, but our trap's giving them a little trouble right now. So, a good conversion there by the Falcons. Six-point advantage, Tigers. 52 seconds to go in the quarter. Big 3 ball by Emma Shepard, long one. 45-38 advantage, Lady Tigers. They're doing a great job of using Macy Bryant inside to kind of move the defense and then find the open player.
They've done a really good job, and Macy is really good at looking opposite for that player on the open side.
Falcons come back with a 3 ball of their own. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. Another big 3 by Emma Shepard. 48-41, 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tigers, 7-point advantage. Long ball, just off the mark. That'll end the third quarter. So coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona, Nike Tournament of Champions. Our Lady Tigers, 45. Florida Prep Falcons, 41.
48.
I'm sorry, 48-41. They must have had the score reversed a little bit there.
We don't want it any closer than it is already.
Yeah, we want to welcome some people back at home watching the game live. We know that Ryan McCabe is there. He wasn't able to make the trip. Some of the other kids had some things going on, so Ryan's watching from at home. A number of our other parents are there as well. Right now we have 45 viewers, and that's a combination of Fremont people as well as people from Florida Prep. So Tigers will start the final quarter, 48-41. Looks like it is Falcon ball to begin the final quarter. 48-41 here at the Nike Tournament of Champions. Pretty good effort so far by the Lady Tigers.
Yes, I think they've really showed, they've really hustled and rebounded really well, and done a good job of scrapping for a lot of little things.
I think Dominic Bryant's watching at home as well. Tigers forced another turnover. Did a great job there. Our defense is really giving the Falcons a little bit of trouble. Falcons come back out into that trap. McCabe connects on another 3-ball from the corner. Stretches the lead back to 10.
There we go. I thought we were coming out the second half. They really put a run on it. We just withstood that and we've kind of come back now.
Falcons turn around and convert on a 2-ball. Here come the Lady Tigers. Tigers maintain control of the basketball.
That's kind of the scrappy and the hard work that I've seen today that really kind of said that Emma's on the floor, diving for the ball, getting after it, and end up with it.
Tigers are getting the shots that they want. Doing a great job of offensive boarding the ball. That's second and third chances. There's just no second.
Probably done a better job getting loose balls and rebounds than I've seen them all year at this point today.
Tigers did a good job of forcing the turnover there again. 6:22 to go. Tigers lead is 8. 51-43. Maddie Moore checks back in for Sydney Golladay. Emma Shepard with a nice drive, picked up the foul. She'll go to line for a pair. 6:15 to go. 8-point advantage, Lady Tigers. Emma connects on the second, 52-43, 9-point advantage for the Tigers. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Falcons convert.
There's definitely stretches where you really see that physical play that kids aren't always used to seeing.
I think it's the speed of the game and the physicality of the game. Tigers right now with I believe it's 7-point advantage. The scoreboard says 9. Kind of see if Mo has any hops here. We'll see how this looks. Well, not quite. So it is a 7-point game. They've now corrected the clock. We have 5:49 to go in the fourth quarter, final quarter. Scoreboard's not correct there either. 52-45. Lady Tigers with the advantage over Florida Prep. You know, Mo ate a couple of extra pancakes this morning. I think it's got him a little bit weighted down. He's going to have to work on that for tomorrow, maybe. Coming out of the timeout, we have Taylor McCabe, Tessa Chicoine, Madi Moore, Jaylee Cone, and Emma Shepard. 5:49 to go. Tigers on top by 7. 52-45. Falcons continue with the trap. However, the ball...
They called it. The clock
was not running, so they stopped play.
Clock had a catch and they stopped it.
Probably good timing for the Lady Tigers. They continue to run at the ball, and Madi Moore connects. Nice baseline jumper. Stretches the lead back to 9. 54-45. Tigers need to stop. Falcons continue to try to utilize their height advantage, but our girls are doing a great job of keeping their feet and putting pressure on them. Sydney Golladay checks back in for Jaylee Cone.
Good effort by Madi Moore on the rebound again. Just bounced off the wrong foot there.
Nine-point advantage. Clock is not running. No, they just started it. No, it's not running.
I think.
What's it delay?
It's wireless, and I think it catches every once in a while.
Good tie up there by Tessa Chicoine. Should be Lady Tiger basketball. They had it at the quarter. Macy Bryant checks into the ball game. Comes in for Tessa Chicoine.
Looks like they're going to pick up pressure a little more full.
Going full court man now. See how the Lady Tigers respond. Just out of the reach.
Both teams have sped the other one up and caused trouble, so we'll hope that we can settle down and make some good plays here in the last 4 minutes of this game.
4:36 to go. Lady Tigers on top by 9, 54-45.
Great flex action again. They only run it about.
Traveling the call up top. Turnover gives the ball back to the Tigers. 4:20 to go. 54-45. Back to their full court trap.
Definitely can see our lack of height there. They just held the ball above their head. We could have a hard time reaching it.
3:57 to go. Tigers have an advantage of 9. Emma Shepard checks into the game, or Sarah Shepard checks into the game for Emma Shepard.
Really got the shot we wanted out of that. We got a 10-foot shot from Taylor. Looked like a good shot. Just didn't go in the basket.
Tigers are putting good pressure on the Falcons. Good rebound. Lady Tigers bring it down. 3:29 to go. Still 9-point advantage. Get the ball ahead. Good job by Macy. Good decision making. Excellent drive. And the finish.
Nice play by Macy Bryant right there.
That was a great job. Here come the Falcons. 11-point advantage. Lady Tigers. 3:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Little push in the back.
Good block out by Sarah. Like I said, over and over again, we have just done a great job rebounding the ball today. There hasn't been many 50-50 balls we haven't ended up with, and I thought we've done a really good job of controlling offense, especially the defensive runs.
Falcons bring the pressure. Got a foul called. Work to the Tigers' advantage. We were honing in on 10 seconds there, Vernon, and Coach Flynn was in the ear of the ref trying to get a timeout, and instead they called a foul. So 2:46 to go, 56-45. Coach Flynn does want the timeout. Going to talk it over a little bit. Hopefully the girls get settled down and can finish this one out.
Well, hopefully we're going to have to handle pressure in the last 2.5 minutes, but if we can do that, I like our chances right now.
Well, basketball's a game of runs, and so far, every time the Falcons have made a run, the Tigers have had an answer. They've stopped the chaos and come back and settle down and finish a couple shots.
Absolutely. It really hasn't been back and forth. It's been groups of about 7 or 8 points at a time for both groups sometimes. Just like I said, little runs the whole game long.
Absolutely.
Now, Mark, if we win today, we play at 6:30, 5:30 here, 6:30 that time?
That's correct. Tomorrow we would play at 6:30 time at home. 5 o'clock if we wouldn't get this one finished up. Want to give a little shout out to Mike Funk, voice of the Tigers. He's at home watching the game live. Says we're doing a great job, so I don't know about that, but we're trying our best. Definitely not going to quit my day job over it. Tigers with the ball up top, 2:46 to go, final quarter. Well, little miscue there.
Macy made a great pass, just got through our hands, and right idea. Just got to continue to be solid here.
Grady Wells watching at home as well. Another voice of the Tigers. Here come the Lady Tigers on the break. Excellent job of tipping it ahead to Taylor McCabe, or from Sydney Golladay to Taylor McCabe for the finish. Tigers now by 13, 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Just got to hold on and finish this game. Another turnover by the Falcons. Tigers' pressure has definitely given them some trouble.
Like I said, and we've seen that both places. Both teams have sped the other one up, and they've had some success with that.
Yeah, Shepard and Tessa Chicoine come back in for, it's like Madi Moore and Sarah Shepard. Here come the Lady Tigers. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. 58-45. They're doing a great job of just controlling the tempo of the game, controlling the ball. I got tied up a little bit there. $1:53 to go. Tigers trying to take some time off the clock. Doing a great job. Got another rebound. Rebounds have been the key today, Vernon.
It absolutely has. Even when we haven't shot it very well, we have gotten almost every 50-50 chance ball we could.
$1:20 to go in the ball game. We'll tie up there at midcourt. On to an 11-point ball game, 1:09 to go. Got a timeout taken by the Lady Falcons.
Just got to be stronger with the ball up top when that happens with that trap, especially this last minute.
$47 people joining us at home. I know Scott Jensen is watching us from Fremont High School. We appreciate Scott's support as the high school principal. Another individual that helped makes this trip possible. Stay tuned at the end of the game. We will try to catch Coach Flynn for a few post-game comments. 1:09 to go. Full court pressure by the Falcons. 58-47 Lady Tigers. Macy Bryant with the ball. Over to Jaylee Cohn.
the guy
Tigers
that
maintain
ran, but
possession, 1:03 to go.
you kept playing hard and knocked it off the other real play. So.
40 seconds to go. Tiger lead right now is at 9, 58-49.
There we go, Jaylee.
Excellent job by the Tigers finding the open person, Jaylee Combe with the 2. Back to 11, 21 seconds to go. Falcons respond with a 2 ball, 15 seconds. 58-51. I think the Tigers are going to put this away. We got 10 to go. Kicked ahead to Jaylee Combe for the finish. That'll do it for the Tigers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is your ball game. Here from Phoenix, Arizona, Nike Tournament Champions, first round. Lady Tigers, 60. Florida Prep Falcons, 51. We wish the Florida Prep Falcons good luck tomorrow and the rest of the way through the tournament. They've been on the road for a long time. I know they'll be glad to get home and get into their own beds again. Congratulations, Lady Tigers. If you stay with us for just a moment, we're going to try to catch Coach Flynn for a few post-game comments. Hopefully you don't get too dizzy watching this at home, but we got to wind our way through the Croc Center. They have a beautiful center, includes a church, includes a nice swim pool, and a beautiful gymnasium. Tigers came off the court victorious. Maya, how's the ankle? It'll be good. She'll be good. All right, Coach Flynn joins us now live. We'll get Coach Flynn over here. This is live. All right. I was at home. They've stuck with us. We had 49 people watching from at home.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, so Coach Flynn, what did you think the difference was in the game today?
I think the big difference is, again, that energy level. I thought we really came out at the beginning and played well. I think it was a real team win. Girls coming in off the bench gave us a nice lift. It really, we talked about that with our depth all year, about tournaments like this here where it's going to be really, really important. Even more important when we get to that second, third, and fourth game. But nice job. Girls coming off the bench gave us a good lift. A lot of kids stepped up tonight, hit some big, big shots, played defense against a really good team, and got some great, great rebounds.
Absolutely. So the tempo of play down here is just a little bit different than we see at home on a regular basis. And how does that prepare us when we get back to Fremont?
I think it's going to definitely prepare us for a faster pace, the pace that we want to play. I think this is really a great opportunity to improve as a team, and I think we showed that today.
Very good. How about the physicality of the game? I know it gets pretty rough in there. Some of those calls that back home would be a foul, and suddenly you're getting bumped around and you're not going to the line shooting a free throw.
Yeah, and luckily about that game before us, because it was the same officials, and you could see that they were going to let it go, which is fine as long as they let it go both groups, and they did. And I knew it would be to our advantage in the up-tempo full court. I wasn't sure inside, but I think it was to our advantage inside too. I thought our girls, I had really, really well and didn't give that second and third shot like I think they wanted.
Very good. Coach, your upperclassmen came through big for you today, and they have some experience with the Nike Tournament Champions, this being their fourth year for the seniors, third year for the juniors, and the sophomores back. So Tell us a little bit about what you see there and how that's going to really help us as we proceed through the tournament.
Yeah, that's the thing, because it's new to me. I'm just really glad to be with a group that's been here several different times, and you guys, the parent group that helps out with everything. Just couldn't ask for more. I mean, that's been a great first day, and a win the second day makes a great second day. The thing is that now you move into that winner's bracket, and it keeps getting even more physical and tougher. But I think we'll step up to that challenge.
You know, it's a little bit like NASCAR. NASCAR, you always want to turn left. In the tournaments, you always want to turn right. So we got to keep turning right, right?
That's right. And we get to move into a new venue tomorrow. Even though this was a really nice venue, it sounds like that other one is even nicer yet.
Yeah, and if Mike Funk's listening at home, I only have about one-liner, and I just used it. So anyway, so tomorrow we'll play at 5:30 our time here in Phoenix, 6:30 tomorrow at home. We'll go live again about probably 10 minutes before the game. We appreciate all of our viewers at home. We appreciate all of our support. All right, very good. So for now, we're going to sign off. We'll catch you again tomorrow.
And then they can watch the replay of that too, right?
You can absolutely watch the replay.